Alexander Graham Bell by Thea Joseph. Inventor. Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone, which lets people talk to each other all around the world. He was born in 1847. As a boy, Alexander's behavior showed he wanted to be an inventor. When he was 11 years old, he invented a machine that cleaned wheat. Sound. Alexander's mother was deaf. She could not speak or imitate sounds. Alexander knew his mother lived in silence. He wanted her to hear his voice. Visible speech. Alexander's father could hear. He wanted to help Alexander's mother learn to speak. He invented symbols and called them visible speech. He passed his knowledge on to Alexander. Alexander's father. When Alexander was 21 years old, he taught at a special school for deaf people. His most famous student was Helen Keller. Instead of sign language, Bell taught the visible speech method that his father invented. Sending voices. Bell was very curious about sound. One of his ideas was for an invention that could send voices through a wire, but he didn't know how to make it. So he studied another machine called a telegraph. The telegraph sent electricity through a wire. It made clicking sounds that communicated letters and words. Bell wanted to make the wire carry voices instead. Bell worked on his invention with an assistant named Thomas Watson. Finally, Bell had an idea. He would put the wire in liquid. The sound of his voice would make motion in the wire. The motion was the sound, and liquid made the sound travel better. But would it work? Telephone. One day, Bell was working with Watson in his laboratory. Mr. Watson was in another room. Bell shouted into the invention, "Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you." Watson heard Bell's voice through the wire. Bell had made a telephone. Watching kites. Inventions. Alexander Graham Bell invented many other things, too. He invented a machine that could find metal, a very fast boat, and new kinds of kites. He even invented a kite that could carry a person into the air. In 1898, he became the president of the National Geographic Society. Thanks to Bell, National Geographic is an important magazine all around the world. Alexander Graham Bell died from an illness in 1922. It was a day of darkness for the whole country. Telephone service all over America stopped for 1 minute. This silence honored an inventor who changed history and the way we live. Responding. Target skill. Main ideas and details. One of the main ideas of this book is that Bell wanted to help deaf people communicate. Write in details that support the main idea. Write about it. Text to text. Bell had strong opinions. Think about another book in which someone has an opinion. Use a few sentences to write a persuasive essay trying to change their opinion. Focus your ideas on using facts to change their opinion. Target vocabulary: behavior, curious, darkness, illness, imitated, knowledge, motion, silence. Target skill: main ideas and details. Tell important ideas and details about a topic. Target strategy: summarize. Stop to tell important ideas as you read. Genre: a biography tells about events in a person's life.